Hi, I'm Gary Thomas. This is Dr. Steve Wilke. We're sitting here this morning at the Jacksonville Naval Station on our way to Guantanamo Bay to minister to the service members there. Steve, we had to get here this morning at about 6 a.m. Best case scenario, we're maybe on the flight at 9. There's a big military phrase about hurry up and wait. And so we're kind of experiencing that in just a little slice. But isn't that a good picture of relationships? You hurry up and fall in love, but then you need to wait. It's sort of what led to our book, Sacred Search Couples Conversation Guide, which is going to be re-released as 9 must-have conversations for a doubt-free wedding day. So Steve, the whole premise of the book, why we wrote it, let me throw that back to you. Why does premarital counseling or pre-engagement counseling matter so much?
Well, Gary, as we agree, the most important decision that we could ever make as people on this earth is probably our spouse, our wife or our husband. And so preparing for that magnanimous day, that wonderful day, hopefully a doubt-free wedding day to the extent we can, is something that we should do, because marriage and family is the most important relationships and has the most to do with our legacy, in our opinion. And so we thought putting a book together where we could have conversations before quote-unquote real life starts would be a great way to have a prequel for the best sequel.
Absolutely. Our goal is you'll actually have as much of a doubt-free wedding day as possible. There's been a study that's shown that actually doubts on a wedding day aren't a good sign. They can be a predictor of future divorce. But if you have talked through the issues with an objective counselor, if you've prayed through the issues, the normal nervousness doesn't need to be something you're afraid of, because you can say, we've dealt with this, we've talked about it, and you can go forward with confidence knowing it's probably nervousness. But Steve, if you haven't dealt with those issues, that could be pretty terrifying on your wedding day, saying, am I really making the best decision?
Yeah, I think all of us, including you and I, at this point in our lives, use avoidance or repression or denial as defense mechanisms against things that are unpleasant to think about. So whether we have blessings or burdens from our families of origin or from our lives, it's a good thing to talk about them, because marriage is the most intimate, intimacy being defined as sharing things you don't share with anybody else. In terms of relationships that we're going to have in this life. So preparing for that and having those conversations before, to some extent or as much as possible, is really advantageous to what you're referring to, which is marital satisfaction and longevity 10, 20, 30 years down the road. And there is a lot of research. Judy Wallerstein, I think since the 80s, has been doing studies with couples, the same couples, and she's done a great job at really supporting a lot of Judeo-Christian biblical values that we like to teach in terms of promoting marital satisfaction and longevity and being great parents, which eventually for most of us is where marriage takes us.
So online dating sites like Christian Mingle can help you find the right person. We want to help you test the right person. So we do some other videos looking at what you want to look for, what you want to avoid. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.